Hey everybody, Steve Cohen here. It's time to wrap up and say goodbye to OTM 2015. I want to thank everyone for a great experience, and I'll echo another wrap up by saying it was a lot more work than I expected, but it was totally worth the effort. Here's how it went for my completely mobile summer session. As we began, I was still in school. Seriously, it was finals week. Thank you, winter of 2015, for extending the school year an entire week. When we hit week 2, with the topics of discussions and community, I had begun my 15-day Army National Guard training. So while I was training and completing music performance missions via the Army, I was spending any and all free time, well, a boy's gotta have fun, cranking out assignments for OTM. We started getting accustomed to each other and how to interact with one another. And I learned a hard lesson about keeping up with reading the discussion posts and responding more frequently. For week 4, as we were learning about teaching to all types of student learners, I headed down to Watertown, Connecticut for my AP Institute at the beautiful Taft Center. This is a private high school that really lives up to the New England prep status. Wow, what a place. It was a little easier to keep up during this time because classes definitely ended at 4 p.m. as opposed to Army concerts, which could keep us out until midnight after loading and travel. I was finally back home for the last 2 weeks of class, and my grateful family started getting back to normal. Speaking of home and normal, my headgear reflects a variety of my sports fandom. Living near Boston for the last 12 years, I've adopted all the local teams, but my home puts me in Packer cheesehead gear, having spent most of my life in Wisconsin. In OTM, we were wrapping up the group projects, being as collaborative as we possibly could be on that one, and touching on issues of plagiarism and academic honesty. It turns out that it's a real temptation for online students to try the copy-paste technique for anything and everything. Luckily, VHS sets us up with Turnitin, which we're all hoping will help make catching that a little bit easier. So now we're all saying goodbye and see you again sometime. If you're like my classmate and neighbor the next town over, that could happen. If you're on Facebook, I'm Stephen Cohen from Rowley, Massachusetts. On Twitter, I'm @BandSteve. On Instagram, I'm StephenCohen497. It's been a good ride. Best of luck in your VHS classes.